What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. So today, I want to talk about what's going on with a lot of the HBCUs today. And this is going to tie into brother Deion Sanders. And the reason why that is important, because Deion Sanders is now at the University of Colorado. And a lot of these players, celebrities, they're flying into Boulder to support Deion. And many people are feeling bad about that because they're saying, hey, well, why didn't these people come to Jackson State? And in fact, they were going to Jackson State too. Snoop Dogg was going to Jackson State, Michael Irvin, Terrell Owens, all those folks, right? But people just wanted a reason to be mad. Again, I told you Jackson State has had 7 presidents in the last 12 years, which means that these administrations are bad, not funded, terrible. All right? Now, let me go to Deion Sanders' last college game, which was they played in this bowl game and against North Carolina Central. They lost in overtime to North Carolina Central, and their head coach is Trey Oliver, right? Trey Oliver. Now, Trey Oliver, they're the best HBCU football program in the nation right now, and they just beat North Carolina A&T, which is also an HBCU. But now the difference is there's 2 conferences. One is the MEAC, the other is the SWAC. But Coach Oliver has noticed that 2 of the schools are no longer in the MEAC or SWAC that are HBCUs. That's Hampton and North Carolina A&T. They're now playing in, I don't know if it's the CAA league, something like that. But anyways, he basically took a shot at these black colleges that are leaving the SWAC or the MEAC, going someplace else. This is what he had to say.
With what you saw Saturday night in that stadium, they're not going to have crowds like that except for homecoming. You know, so if you want to come play in a type of environment like that, if you want to come play in classics, the Circle City, the Magic City, whatever the case may be, the SWAC and the MEAC are where you need to be. They're not going to be doing all that in the CAA.
Now, let me kind of go into a little bit more detail. What Trey Oliver is saying is correct to a certain degree. He's saying, listen, the biggest draws that North Carolina A&T, which he used to coach there, not a head coach, but as a assistant coach, the biggest attendance they have is when they play North Carolina Central or black colleges. All right. When they want to come to the play in the Classic, Circle City, Magic City, you need to be in the SWAC and the MEAC. But being in these other leagues, you don't even get any people coming to your game. All right. Jackson State got numbers. They were averaging 42,000 people a game. That's a lot of people. Southern Alabama State, Alcorn, Florida A&M. But here's what he's missing out on. Okay. The reason why Hampton and North Carolina A&T are going to play in predominantly white conferences is because I'm sure the SWAC and the MEAC, their administration can't get it together. That's an issue. A lot of the funding may or may not be there. And again, the reason why people are moving out to these other schools is the same reason why Deion Sanders moved out to these other schools. And let me just say this. I salute the brother for sticking up for the black colleges and the HBCUs. Again, he beat Deion Sanders in the last game that Deion coached as an HBCU coach. But here's the reality, that these schools just don't and cannot get it together. And a lot of times, and I went to HBCU, I can tell you, ain't nothing has changed. I mean, what do we hear about all the rats and bad living conditions of a student at Howard University? It has endowment close to $1 billion a year. But still, you have all these ridiculous problems, poor administration. So these schools are leaving these conferences because of the problems that they have. And again, we're not addressing why do they have these problems. Then when these other coaches, let's say they're going over to Colorado or whoever else, and they're doing very well, and their players want to go to the NFL, because when you go to the MEAC and the SWAC, and even Deion, like I said, he criticized the NFL for not taking these players seriously. But you do need a lot of development for these particular people. Like, we need a lot of people that's going to sit there and help build these programs, help build these administrations, which again, it's a thankless task. And he might be one of them. But a lot of these people are leaving these leagues, going to these white leagues because of bad administration. I think that it should still stay in the SWAC and the MEAC, me personally. But what do you do when you're known for having those issues? Like, we got to start asking, okay, why are they leaving? Why do they want to leave? What's the reality? And he's out here with the little Suge Knight thing, like, yo, if you want to do good, you need to come over here and play for the MEAC. Okay, brother, I got that. What are the reasons that these schools left? And I bet if we talk to them, they got good reasons. Okay? They have good reasons. And we just want to sweep it underneath the rug like, well, they still need to stay over here with the blacks because they with the blacks. We're going to mock them for leaving because we beat them. I get that, bro, but what are we doing? And we just can't keep asking black people all the time to just deal with us because we black. Put up with this because you black or African or whatever. When there's not been an effort to respect the people and their time and their talent. Then when they go over to Colorado, now we as a community, we're mad, we get upset, we get pissed off, we get hurt. Same thing when I see with talented Africans, when they leave their country and go to America, go to Europe, now all of a sudden, why y'all not coming back? Why y'all not building? Why y'all not? Everybody's not going to be like this particular brother who wants to stay in the HBCUs. Everybody don't want to be Eddie Robinson. Okay? Everybody don't want to do that. Sit there and, like Deion, some of the stuff he was going through that was breaking into his car and, all kind of stuff. And, was just a lot of disrespect he felt from certain individuals. Everybody don't want to put up with that. Everybody doesn't want to do that. All right? And we need to know that everybody don't want to do that. And be honest with that. And try to at least help our talent stay. It's something that we can do too. It ain't always Deion's fault or the talent fault. What as a community have we done to say, okay, you know what? Let us keep our people in the community this way. You know what? Let us do that. No, we ain't trying to do all that. We want you to stay there and just deal with it. And everybody not going to do that. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, Shay Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I appreciate you for all you do. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.